Left side, okay. Shields up. Start.
Okay, so Reinhardt, I don't see what team you have, but you are immediately calling.
Crossing.
Right
They're
side.
top right. At least Divas.
Okay, so
right.
just a thing at the start here. Since you used charge, your teammates are definitely not behind you yet.
Okay.
So take a look around, check behind you, and see. I'm probably guessing that you want to shield your supports so that they get through the doors in here. That is absolutely the thing that you should be doing. Just chill around this corner until your supports are actually behind you and ready to go, so that you don't waste precious shield health. Horizon. I just want to open this up in case I need
Shields
it.
up. Start crossing. They're top right. At least Diva's top right. Mercy's top right. Mercy, Diva, Soldier, Orisa. Shield down, shield down. Fire striking. Shields up, shields up. Wait, kill us, kill us. This Torb fell. Torb fell, Torb fell. Torb's half, Torb's half.
So yeah, as you can see here, this is exactly what was the problem here.
Torb's half, Torb's half.
Okay, I really like your comps. They've been quite good so far. But as you can see, like your backline is super far behind. Like they just barely passed through the choke here, and they are the ones that you are supposed to shield. So you definitely need to wait when you get out of spawn. Just take a quick look around 180 or 360, and wait for your supports, especially if you charge right out of the gates. So like now you have a Reaper in your back, you have a Torb, or well, right now the Reaper is in front of you, but you're getting shot at from two different directions, and your supports are super far behind, can't really help you, and you're probably gonna die here. Oh, never mind. The Ana hits a fat nade, so it's fine anyway.
Yo, guys, left side, left side.
But yeah, your supports died to their soldier and stuff from the high ground. That could have definitely been prevented. So if you are a bit more disciplined in the way that you push with your team, like this, the Reaper won't even be able to drop down, because if he drops down and you're all gathered together, there's no way he does that without getting heavily punished.
Mercy dead, Mercy dead.
And maybe even kill the Torbjorn, I mean, if he drops down later, since you actually push later.
Dead. Reaper dead, Reaper dead. D-Mac, D-Mac. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Go point, go point. Come point, come point, come point.
And there you are.
I gotta take.
You gotta take though. You gotta take. So it's actually fine. It's actually fine. But yeah, the only thing I would change is take care of your supports. Get them through the choke. And then maybe you don't need to
Shield down,
drop shield here. Oh well, I guess you dropped shield because you were Zarya bubbled. I see.
Fire striking.
I didn't notice that the first time. But yeah, right now you're not shielding anything. Like your Zarya's behind, your supports are way behind. They're getting pressured. They actually need to hide behind the corner.
Torb fell.
So this Torb can't get punished. By the way, thank you for the follow. I forgot. Gabriel Susu.
Torb's half. Reaper's one. Reaper no Wraith. Torb behind.
Yeah, really close to feeding here. But yeah, your Zen, who didn't get any cover, died. Your Tracer died somehow. That might have been unlucky. Who knows? But this push is probably not going to work. So at least you make the best out of it. You get a lucky pin. I'm definitely fine with trying for pins when you are at a disadvantage. Like there's no way you win this fight unless you actually get a lucky pin like you just did. And I liked your use of the jumping tech, so that you can start the charge from behind the corner while jumping and strafing, so that you actually charge out from the corner. It's a bit faster. Can take people by surprise.
D-Mac. Thank you. Go point. Come point.
And yeah, so And the soldier here from the high ground killing your Ana. Oh well, there she was. So just take a few seconds to take care of your supports. Definitely, Ana's pretty much have two ways to play this map. Let's actually open up Stat Banana now. So let's see here. If you are an Ana, and let's just pull out Ana and Reinhardt here. So usually you're gonna either play dive on this point so that you can take control of the high grounds here, or you just play Reinhardt. Reinhardt is definitely fine. You play Reinhardt and Lucio and stuff, and then you take the way that you went and just fight immediately on point. But if you take this this approach to the point, then you definitely need to shield your Ana and your Zen, or you should probably have a Lucio instead of the Zen, but it's fine. You work with what you've got in comp. So if you have an Ana and a Zen, it is 100% your job to get them from point A, the choke, to point B, a safe place next to the point. So they need to be able to apply their value, and it is your job to help them be able to do that without dying. So if they have a bunch of like soldiers, snipers, Orissas, hogs, Torbs, and shit, it is going to be impossible for the supports to cross here without your help. So when you've got them into a safe place here, they can like take or make this little health pack as their kind of crisis, or if they have flankers to deal with and stuff, they can fight around the health pack to try and win that duel. And it also gives her some decent sightlines on you when you try to fight, or if you try to push this way, you can have the Ana behind your back and the Zen while you're fighting on the point. So you left your Ana alone twice. The first time the Zen died around here, and the second time the Ana died around here. I think that's the only thing. That I would say about this first push. You also use Nano, unfortunately, when you're a few down. But your Zarya actually gets a kill, but unfortunately there's nothing you can do about this high ground now.
I gotta tick. Reset. Yeah, we died. Two of us died before I got those 2 kills. Oh, okay, unlucky. Oh wait, okay. They're down main tank. Okay. Let's start slow pushing because they're down Orisa. They have no main tank. Where's top left above us?
Okay, so now this is better. Ana is right behind your shield.
The Orisa is not gonna be back.
Try not to lower it while you run through this choke here, because they are shooting at your backline. Maybe you're not taking damage, so you feel safe, and you want to save your shield for when you're actually on the point. But remember, they are shooting your backline, your Ana, your Zen, and they need the support. So I would probably suggest holding shield all the time while running through the choke here, and then you can take a breather like under this choke or behind the pillar that comes to the left. I mean, this one here. So if you just hide below the high ground, like a soldier or something can set up over here and shoot at you from below the bridge. Hey Braggy, welcome dude. But you can definitely rotate all the way here and hide behind this little structure here to recharge your cooldown, recharge your shield and everything, and then make a full push as 6, because this is going to be perfect for you. If you can get all 6 of your players like into this location, you will 100% force them to drop down from the high ground, because you're going to cap point before any one of you dies. They won't be able to burst through your 2000 HP shield unless they have like a Junkrat and a bunch of damage, but they don't have enough damage. So your only objective is to get your team to this area, recharge your resources, and then fight on point. Pretty much.
Can we just go point? Right, left side? Just come point?
Yeah, make use of the... If you hold right click to get your shield up, you can press left click as well to turn around while while still holding shield. Can actually show that in game so that you know what I'm talking about. Your skill rating has been lowered. No. GM. So far away. Oh well. It doesn't matter. Reinhardt here. So, you press right click to hold shield. Why do I have 30 FPS? What the hell is this? Team? Hello? Testing? 70. Okay, there's something majorly wrong. Oh well, it doesn't matter for this. So, when you hold shield and you want to see what the hell's going on behind you, you can press left click and turn around. You'll still be holding the shield the way that you want to, but you can look and see if you're actually shielding someone or not. So make use of that as much as possible when you want to make sure if your Anas and Zens, etc. are actually getting the protection that they need. What SR is the VOD? That is actually a good question. Good question. Let me see what he wrote. $3.2K. Peak 3.4K SR. So peak 3.4K last season, 3.2K. And I'm guessing this is a placement. I'm guessing it is placement since you can't see the ranks. You haven't actually pressed tab yet, I think. Oh, maybe you didn't. Yeah, it was a diamond, the rest of the players.
D.Va's one, D.Va's one, D.Va's low, D.Va's low. Shields up, on point. Kill Mercy, Mercy, Mercy. Nice, nice, nice.
So some decent communication. Yeah, definitely just swing on this soldier.
D.Va, D1, D1.
You got this, you got this.
Okay, Moira.
That was probably a waste though. You had already killed 3 people, and I don't think anyone on your team actually died. Okay, one guy on your team died. I could have probably saved the ult.
Fade, kill Torb. Kill Moira, Moira, Moira. Moira no fade, Moira no fade. Moira dead.
Nice, nice.
Yeah, nice, nice, nice.
Awesome comms,
okay,
awesome
one
comms.
Save pulse, save pulse. We have grab pulse. Just go top right. Hey, shield's going up in 3, 2, 1. Shields up. Push them, push them. We have grab, we have grab.
Okay, so when pushing against Orissas, you can definitely make use of the shield hopping technique to keep your shield a bit more healthy. So if you just walk forward like this, you move very slowly, and usually the shield just breaks and you end up in the fight without a shield, and you're a sitting duck just getting deleted by everything. So if you jump and then you hold shield between each jump while you're in the air, you are going to keep your momentum and move forward at pretty much the regular speed. And you'll still be shielded for the most part. You will take some damage to your HP, that is true. But your healers should definitely be able to heal through that without any major issues. So this is called shield hopping, very useful technique to make use of, to save as much of your shield as possible for the actual fight. So let's see here. When you actually get to them, your shield is already at 200. By using the shield hopping technique, you would have probably been at around 1000, maybe even more. Yes, you would have been at like 300, 350 HP, but it should be healable by your Ana that is behind you. Now you are behind the Orisa shield though, so that is when you need to chillax a little bit and play safer. Especially since your Zarya already used her bubble. Let me just leave this.
They're C9ing? Oh.
Yeah, remember shields. Your healers can't heal through shields, so do not push too hard through Orisa shield or enemy Winston barriers, as well as Reinhardt shields.
I'm close to shatter.
Hey, you had the right idea. You need to pressure them off the high ground and force them on the low ground, and then you can fight on point where you are strong with the brawling power of Reinhardt.
Yeah, no, Reinhardt next fight.
And it would have definitely made a difference here with the shield hopping technique.
Just back, soft reset. Can we kill this? Okay, Mori's out. Mori's no fade, man. Okay, we're going under. Let's start. Yeah. Shields up. You can kill it. You got it. Wait, oh, Kree left side close. He has no flash. Kree dead. Come point.
Good call. I like your comms. This is actually a very underrated and seriously needed skill for all main tanks to have. If you become good at communicating and leading your team, telling them where to go and what targets you see are good targets to kill, then you are definitely gonna climb super hard.
Side, no fade. D.Va 1. Shield's going up, shield up.
Good call. Solo shatter on Torb is actually fine.
GR. D.Va. Shield up. Nice.
Didn't main tanks become the main shot caller during dive when Lucy saw less playtime? Yeah, for sure. They usually, like the main tanks are almost always going to be the main target callers, at least. Target callers, and like they could also call rotations. It depends a bit about on the team, like what kind of players they have and what they are used to calling, etc. But since Lucio has the power of speed boost at his disposal whenever he wants, he can usually, as well as having like a better view of his own team, since he's usually standing a bit further back, it is easier for a Lucio to see his teammates' positioning, what cooldowns they've recently used, and what the enemy team has used, and if they need to like disengage, or actually if they have an advantage then they can push forward. And it is often faster for a Lucio to react and say, let's go speed, we can engage, or we need to disengage, than a Reinhardt to like first see what happens on the front line, and then kind of half guess, depending on what the comms are, what is going on in the backline. So that is usually why Lucios are shot callers, and like main tanks have become just target callers. Yeah, but during the dive times of OWL, Lucio didn't see much playtime. It was all Mercins, and yeah, okay, that's what you mean. I see. Yeah, when during the Mercy Zen dive, then yeah, for sure, Winston or Tracer probably become the main like shot callers and target callers. It is definitely the Winston that should be doing the main target calling and shot calling in a dive comp, and then you can have a secondary DPS like either the Tracer, since she has a lot of mobility and can switch targets, and she can like look around the battlefield and get a pretty good understanding of where she should put pressure. So it's pretty good to have a Tracer or maybe a Sombra as a second target caller. Or well, Sombra teleports out of the fight sometimes, so maybe that's not good either. That is actually a pretty interesting discussion. Tracer is pretty good. Maybe Genji. Maybe the D.Va. I mean, if the Winston dies and you need a second target caller. I miss when Mercy was meta. It was so easy to just put orb on her and let her do the heavy lifting of healing. Yeah. But that meta was pretty stale. or the most boring part of it was that it went on for so long, and you only saw Mercy Zen and nothing else for like several months. It was pretty boring. I think we're at a way better state at the moment. Like Moira still works in some brawl composition. Ana usually the strongest pick for now, but you can still play like Lucio Zen in the original dive comps. You can still play like triple supports the Lucio Zen Brig. You can still play even Ana Lucio Zen is probably gonna be a thing now with Reaper brawl comps. And what else? What else do we have? Oh well, let's not go too off topic here.
Moira?
Let's keep
Nice.
going with the
Here.
VOD.
Alright. I'm gonna play Arissa on but let's do it. We can't do much. Up here, up here, up here. No Wraith, no Wraith. Kara, oh shoot, that's my bad. I'm dropping. Nice anti, kill him.
Oh, big anti.
Diva mech. Diva. Nice job.
I really like your comms.
Wait, there's a Genji. Oh shoot. Oh, I got reaped.
Oh, the biggest lucky pin I've ever seen.
Genji, top.
And the quick stop to press F9. Perfect.
Nice nade.
This is a diamond, yeah.
Dude, it was the prediction nade, just like my fire strike. I am 51 on shatter, 52. I'll count for you guys. I'll count my shatter. Widow top main. Shields up.
Ah, fuck.
5.
So fast. I want to press
Yeah,
tab.
Tank that. My shield's going down.
Really nice calls.
Right side? Okay, rotate. Widow's main. Rotating a point.
Hey, you wanted to save your McCree there from the Widowmaker, so interrupted the recharge on the shield.
Yeah. You have bubble?
That is fine.
Ready? I'm gonna swing on them after they come around corner. Nice kill. Swing. Bubble. Reinhardt, nice ball. Reinhardt one.
Oh.
Huge shatter.
Huge. Zoning shatter. It's fine.
Genji one. Genji dead. Mercy?
Okay, I actually, yeah, his calls are actually amazing. Amazing calls. Just need some basic like Rein mechanic stuff. And I actually like that he is so aggressive and generous with the use of his Earth Shatter. He has used it instantly every single time he's got it. Was a bit unlucky here though. Could have.
Nice ball. Reinhardt one.
Let's see here. Yeah, that was probably wouldn't have used it here myself, but it could have been huge. Genji one. Genji dead. Mercy? His voice sounds like he would be a cool guy to be friends with. Nice.
Why are you saying that? I don't get it. Just slight confusion. Can you nano me into Grav?
Yeah, he sounds like a stand-up guy.
Yeah.
Swell dude.
No, don't. Okay, just nano Reinhardt into Grav. And that's all else we use. That's it. Oh! It's fat! Push up. Push them. No ults though. Reinhardt dead.
3000
Mercy one.
range charge. This is fine. You can
Oh,
go
you moved me under. Thank
crazy
you.
W mouse 1 when you got 2 picks. It's fine. If he dies here though,
Go
then
in
that's
spawn.
a feed.
What did I just do? I blacked out.
He's not using team health bars though. Oh, I didn't even think about that. Dude, good point. Go into options fucking immediately. Options. Gameplay. No, not gameplay. Controls. Allied health bars on. Fast as fuck. Instantly. Press that shit.
Fun fact, slammed my keyboard so hard yesterday, S key came off. Unlucky. Okay, I just turbo inted. Actually just turbo inted. Okay, I did.
Unlucky.
Yeah,
It
we
happens.
stopped
It
at the
happens.
point.
At least
Coming back to shatter.
he realizes his mistake It's fine, it's fine.
Okay, okay.
Sometimes you just get into these blood frenzies as Reinhardt and you just can't stop pressing W.
Back to point, back to point, back to point. Okay, Nano Reinhardt in the grab. Go whenever.
Hey, Newting dude. I've got your VOD lined up any minute now.
Reaper 1, Reaper 1.
If you're ready, we can take a look. You want to play some quick play Torb Symmetra and send a VOD to him? Yeah, okay, do it. I believe in you guys. I honestly think Torb, no, not Torb, Sim, Bastion, or Risa. Like if you can work together with those 3 heroes, you can definitely carry super hard. Super hard. All the way up to like top 500 for sure.
Nano Reinhardt.
Oh, that was a pretty good flick.
Oh!
Almost hit the flying Mercy.
One.
Let's actually see what the fuck is going on here. Like this game is so weird. I don't really know what to say.
Reaper 1.
Everyone's going around alone. The enemy team isn't really pushing together.
Mercy. Oh!
So yeah, the shatter was to secure the fight. Maybe a bit wasted again, but it's fine.
It was insane, actually.
Torb Sim May is more cancer. I don't think so, no. Like Torb is just such a bad character. I'm sorry, man. Definitely Bastion is way better than Torb.
Mercy's dead.
So, fire strike accuracy. Fire strike accuracy, really good. I'm not sure if you know about the swinging,
actually huge, massive.
the swing hitbox. I haven't paid much attention to that. I'll do that from now on.
Mercy's
Yeah,
dead.
fire strike accuracy, really good. Calls, borderline GM. This is looking good. You can definitely climb. So just the shield hopping tech,
Already, I'm gonna do
and the press left click and right click to turn around your camera while still shielding, so that you know where your supports are.
360 pen. Ready?
So yeah, your defense here has been quite easy because the enemy team isn't really doing any coordinated pushes, and you mostly ended up in like weird 1 versus 1s or like 2 or 3 versus 3s.
No, I booped it.
You almost did it. What the hell is going on? You might be feeding here again. Maybe it's worth it. Maybe they want touch points.
Okay, that was just for the meme, okay? Don't count that against me. yo, go point. He wants it to touch.
They actually touch points. Oh, if you're gonna... No, okay, you're not gonna lose this. Okay, so... if you really want some better advice, then I suggest sending a loss, or at least a game that is a bit more even than this. Like the enemy team barely had a chance at all, and there wasn't much punishing. And the only times you actually died were when you feeded on purpose or fed on purpose. Feeded is not a word, guys. But yeah, you fed on purpose 2 times, and that's pretty much the only times you died. But the small things I saw. Remember to take a look around when you're pushing to make sure that your supports are behind you, or that you're actually shielding something, and then practice shield hopping. It's not super hard, but just to get into the habit of using it. So let's see here. Hey, Nuked AFK, welcome back, dude.